So let's quickly talk about some of the tools of Recon. Now, when we talk about tools, you're going to actually discover that there are hundreds of tools out there, different types of resources that we can utilize to recon our target. But they typically fall into one of the following three categories. The first one, and this is typically where we start off, is we start looking at search engines. I know, Google's our friend, right? But don't get stuck on Google. We go and Google a company. In fact, if you want to have fun, Google yourself and see what kind of information comes up. Make sure you put quotes around your name. But when we use a search engine, most of the time people will only look at the first couple of pages of information. In fact, studies show that they don't go typically beyond 3 pages. Do yourself a favor and don't just stick to those 3 pages. Look on page 10 of those results or 15 of those results, because a lot of times you'll see historical information pop up. Also, don't get stuck on just your one favorite search engine like Google or maybe it's Bing. Look at it from Lycos's perspective. Different search engines will give you different results. After you've done the preliminary searching on search engines, then we'll want to go through and take a look at websites. This would be actually hitting the target's URL, seeing what we can see. And we'll show you how to do that here coming up in some of our demos. But I want to gather as much information. Again, I'm being as passive as possible, meaning that they can't tell that what I'm really doing, because I'm just doing what everybody else is doing. I'm just looking at their website. I'm going to be looking for information like contact information. I'm actually going to be looking for also other domains or subdomains. Like, do they have a domain if it's WayneEnterprises.com? Do they have a subdomain called mail.WayneEnterprises.com? You might also find some tools out there that are just web-based tools. Nothing to do with the company. They're just tools that we can access via the internet to show us more information. Again, I'm going to show you a couple of those coming up. We also then have, obviously, applications. This is where you'll find hundreds of tools out there on most of the download sites. Some of them are designed for good. Some of them are designed for evil. And yes, I'm rubbing my hands together. No, we'll also find some built-in commands, things that we normally wouldn't suspect, like command line interfaces for NS lookup. We'll show you how to use NS lookup to actually help us to recon a particular site. There's also hundreds of PowerShell commands out there that could be a benefit to you, as well as scripting languages. And I'm not just speaking from the Windows world. There could be also commands like dig from the Linux perspective that we can use, again, to recon our target.